Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Coffee with the Pastor. I'm Pastor John Woodin. This is a ministry of Hollywood Faith Christian Center. I hope you have your coffee and you're ready to go. All week we've been looking at religious spirits, and we here's the ultimate in Matthew 23. Jesus confronts the Pharisees. And he pronounces the 7 woes over the Pharisees and the religious structure. And he said, he spoke to the multitudes, and he says, the scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. Therefore, whatever they tell you to observe, that observe and do. But do not do according to their works, for they say and do not do. So in other words, they tell you what to do, and that is correct, because they are quoting from the scripture. But they don't do what they tell you to do, and they do other things and don't do those things. They do all their works that they may be seen by men. They make their phylacteries broad and enlarge the borders of their garments, and they love the best places at feasts and to be called Rabbi, Rabbi. And he said, you have what one is your teacher, the Christ, and do not call anyone on earth your father, for one is your Father, he who is in heaven. So we want to also, but woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, for you shut up the kingdom of heaven against men, for you neither go in yourselves, nor do you allow others to go enter in. Woe to you, he says to them, for you devour widows' houses, and for a pretense make long prayers, therefore you'll receive greater condemnation. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, for you travel land and sea to make one proselyte, and when he is one, you make him twice as much a son of hell as yourselves. Woe to you, blind guides! Whoever swears by the temple is nothing, but whoever swears by the gold of the temple, he is obliged to perform it. You mean their hypocritical acts, their self-righteousness? Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees! For you pay tithe of mint and anise and cumin on your spices. You count out your spices, and you have neglected the weightier matters of the law, justice and mercy and faith. These you ought to have done without leaving the others undone. Woe to you, he says, for you cleanse the outside of the cup and dish, but inside are full of extortion and self-indulgence. Blind Pharisees, first cleanse the inside of the cup. Cleanse your own self, and then worry about other people. He says, woe to you, scribes and Pharisees! You are whitewashed tombs, which indeed appear beautifully outward, but inside are full of dead men's bones and all uncleanness. Even so, you will also outwardly appear righteous to men, but inside you are full of hypocrisy and lawlessness. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, because you have built the tombs. You build the tombs of the prophets and adorn the monuments of the righteous. If you had lived in the days of our fathers, we would not have been partakers with them in the blood of the prophets. So he pretty much outlines for us pretty quickly what he feels about them and their constant harassment of his ministry, constantly diminishing everything that he does. And then the ultimate is this trickery. In Luke chapter 20, they come to him and say, Teacher, we know that you are teaching rightly, and you do not show personal favoritism to any man. You show the way of God in truth. Now, if that were true, they wouldn't even be asking this question. Is it lawful for us to pay taxes to Caesar or not? This way, they figured they would get him crossways of the Roman government. But he sees their trickery and he says, why do you test me? Then he asks, show me a denarius. And they show him a coin. And he says, whose picture is that? And they said, Caesar's. And then he said to them, render therefore to Caesar the things that belong to Caesar, and render unto God the things that are God's, because they could not catch him in his words in the presence of the people. And they marveled. That religious spirit never gives up, and it won't give up on you either. It will always be trying to correct you, instruct you, and restructure you Don't let it happen. Stay in the Spirit. God bless you. See you again next time.